Alright guys, welcome back to Gwent, and today we have a beautiful Spies deck, and it's basically using a bunch of the new Master Mirror cards with Nilfgaard in a pure devotion deck, and using a lot of the status mechanics to get some buffs and damage off. So we're up against Syndicate, which is it's interesting to say the least. I'll leave it at that. Our hand's looking alright, I guess. Would prefer a few more gold, so we'll switch out Emissary, and your Duchess's Informant isn't really that necessary. But we go back into another Emissary, which is a bit of a pain. Duchess's Informant's a very nice card, but the issue is it doesn't really have much that I can assume it would be able to grab against Syndicate, because they've got their own coin mechanic, and a lot of the bronze cards that it could give us would be with that, obviously, coin mechanic that we don't use. I mean, it might allow us to cause copies. Oh, it's not doesn't allow Disloyal, does it? So we can't just take an Emissary or something like that. So we got some nice, like, plays, but I don't know if we got anything that's quite nice to open up into. Right, to be honest, our only proper opener, because a lot of these aren't the things that we'd open with, would be our seditious aristocrats. And even then, they're much nicer for longer rounds. And the fact that they can be boosted by one for you already having spying units. It's not usually that great to drop them off like that, but there's nothing else I really should be playing at the moment, so I'll leave it at that. Okay, that's kind of annoying. I do want to lock it, but I'm wondering if it's actually worth locking it. I mean, it's whenever I play a unit, so that's going to be every single card except Masquerade Ball. I might just go for Emissary for now. I'm not too sure how much I'm going to push this round. It gives us the lead anyway, so we can just keep that in mind. I do kind of want to lock it. Locking it does seem like the best option to go for. See, cards like Fergus are going to be really nice in the later rounds when we got a proper board. Ah, that's annoying because Scarabs have Defender. Okay, at least it's quite weak. Tell you what, if we play Philip, then that means he can destroy it next turn, and then we can lock their unit. And again, we still have the lead. Because not only has the Scarab got the Doomed status, but it's also got Defender as a status. I have a feeling they're going to use their tactical advantage on the... Yeah, Scarab. Okay, that's very annoying, I will admit. But, it means the only unit we can lock is that Scarab, really. I'll just do that because I need to push a little bit more. Thing is, if we can take this round, it would be really good. But then the issue is, if they just completely snowball, then there's nothing we can really do. I'm hoping either to get another gold out of them, or take the round from them where we have 4 or more cards in our hand by the time we finish. Yeah, it could have spawned 2, but I only went with 1, I guess. Are they sure what they're going to do? Oh, they passed. Okay, so we probably can take this in 2, but I'm not exactly sure how. Let's go with Roderick of Duntine, and then into Coupe de Grace because it's got Echo, and then we can kill Roderick of Duntine again. and then loop around. And then good target would be, I guess we'll go for Peter. Because what we do is we go for Peter, make the Scarab have 1 power, and then we will basically just use Philip to kill it. And then we'll have to play our, what's it called? Our peasants, angry mob, that's it. Use it on Roderick, and we just take this round. There we go. And because we've still got 4 cards in hand, and we're just going to instantly pass through next round, we'll have more cards and get final say. So I mean, that is like the massive reliever of Coup de Grace, is that because it's got Echo, we can use it twice. We'll try and get rid of something, Rain Farm something better, but just go through bronzes. Oh well. See, what I'm trying to do is grab the Usurper, but hopefully with our leader ability we can do some fancy combos. I mean, I've already got planned to use Joachim and Coup de Grace together. So, hopefully they have to play something quite useful here, but okay, I mean, Fist-Tech Traffic is good, but if they don't have any other units with poison, it's not really an issue. Poison's just a bit worrying to us because we've got some big boosted units. Joachim, that's good. Yeah, you know what? We'll get rid of Duchess's Informant. And Mage Infiltrator, yeah, back to Rainfarn, I guess. So we got 3 loyal units in deck. All the others are disloyal. So if we double Joachim, it means that we have a high chance of getting our Usurper. See, we have the Duchesses or the Masquerade, but I don't know how early I want to play it, just because we have a lot of aristocrats in hand. And by the time we're going to be poisoning something, I want it to kill. What is it? There's that one unit, I don't remember its name for Syndicate, but it's the one which costs 2 coins to purify a unit. Hopefully we can lock that, or at least just dispose of it. And they use their scenario, okay. Sly Seductress is a big pain for us. We might just want to lock Sly Seductress. And then, because we're not playing our Bald Masquerade just yet, delaying it a few turns means that, you know, we're getting off the poison units at the right time. I was hoping to get down some thirsty dames before needing to lock stuff, but I guess this is the safest order to play things. And they've got Kalstein, which is a big issue for us. So we what we're going to need to do is use Masquerade Ball in a very special method. Next turn, what we'll do is we'll use our leader ability so we can double play aristocrats, and then we'll have our 2 poison units get rid of Kalkstein. And then actually we could replay our bronze hunter, and he could lock the Sly Seductress. I mean, it is just really good that we are getting rid of that, because if he used all his stuff to purify units, they'd lose stuff like spying, etc, etc. And, you know, this is a status deck. We need to have as many as possible. Vivaldi Bank, okay. That's just a bit of draw power, really. I say draw power, I mean play from deck power, I guess. Ewell Borsodi's really good as well. but I don't know how. Yeah, we need to do a bit of a power play this turn. So we'll play our Thirsty Dame, get the first Poisoner, who will. I mean, I guess we go for the Sly Seductress actually and just lock Kalkstein because of the values. And then we'll use Valmorheim Hunter, put him back in hand, play him again, lock back row, and then destroy Sly Seductress. And that is what we call a powerful move. Although that was our leader's ability gone. Oh well. I was kind of hoping to use it on something a bit stronger, like one of our golds, but the situation meant that I needed to use my bronze cards in that way. See, the thing is, I'm not really too sure which order I want to play my cards in now. Because Braffin's is really good, and his Assimilate's going to start kicking in with the cards that he creates. But, I don't know. We don't want to play Fergus yet, because we still got Joachim to get a few other cards which will be buffed from Fergus. Madame Louise, okay. See, the thing is, Ewald Borsodi's definitely a card I want to get rid of. But are there going to be many tributes for them to do? I mean, there's that, what, Savola's tribute one, which gets that massive Frightener. We just have to keep that in mind, I guess. You know what, let's play Braffin's. Maybe get some Assimilate out, or I guess if we do that, we can choose our units. No, I say if we do Joachim, actually, we'll grab a card. It might be Usurper. It's not Usurper, it's Thirsty Dame, but Thirsty Dame will get the buffs from Braffin's as well. And hopefully they're not going to destroy their own unit just so we can't coup de grace. Okay, they've gone. Are they going to go full on Ewald Assault, or are they? Things if they didn't buff him there, what we could have done is used Fergus and then rain farmed him. But oh well.
My collection's pride.
That's going to be a good target to Fergus actually. Well, I say Fergus makes spying. I don't know. I'm assuming they'll have no other methods of purification unless they're running. What is it, that neutral card which purifies all units? Tell you what, we'll go with those three for now, just so we can do some things with it. And, I mean, we now have a nice amnesty target of the Flying Redanian. See, I'm really hoping when we double hit Joachim, we can get Usurper, because if we get the Seditious Aristocrats, it's going to be alright because they've got, what, 4 spying units at the moment, and it'll be 5 with the extra Joachim, and with Braffin's one, it'll be 6. But Usurper's just so much stronger, and I think this is going to be a tight game. I mean, they're really thinking the moves through, so they've clearly got some sort of combo going. Oh, that's going to mean that every turn Ewald can hit us for 2.
What do you say? Date night at the butcher's yard?
You know, I think I'm going to have to commit to using Vincent on their, what was it, their back row tax collector person. Because if we needed to use it on Ewald, we should have used it a few turns ago. And then if we go with... Tell you what, we want to go... Oh, I meant the one on the very left. But... to be honest, Duchess's Informant and the other one look way too similar to me. But thankfully, because it's creating a bunch of other cards, it gets us the same value as an Emissary would. So that's still, what, +6 to us. Or at least +6. Just because of the 2 bonus buffs from our Braffin's. I don't know, I shouldn't have gone with that one, that's all I should say. That was a mistake. Right, are they still unsure on what they're doing? Yeah. Thing is, we're still 11 points ahead, but the issue is while they've got max coins, I can never trust that value. Ah, so the annoying thing is, even if we did misclick, now they've got a Sly Seductress, which is what we would have wanted to take. You know what, actually? We could use Rainfarn to damage that Sly Seductress down to 3 points, because it will gain the 1 from me summoning him. And then we can Amnesty back next turn. Or Amnesty it to our side. This thing, it went from 11 points to 4 points from us having the same cards numbers, so they are actually starting to gain on us. Hopefully they use some of their coins giving that thing a shield for some reason. I mean, they won't, but we can always hope. Just hopefully our very nice and formal ball is more attractive than the Passiflora. Right, what are they going to do? They're going to kill our Poisoner. And then pickpocket for 7 extra. Okay. Right, we're gonna just take that. I mean, I don't know why Madame Louisa got a buff. Oh, it's Intimidate, isn't it? Yep. I forgot that keyword's a thing as well. Oh, and they're just gonna take it straight back, but with a buff now because of Conspiracy. Okay, well, we still have 2 cards, and they're only in the lead by 13, but Coup de Grace should hopefully, if we get Usurper, bring this back. It's a 50-50. Okay, that's good. Right, put that on the back row, and then we'll just take these 2 back, or they might end up, like, damaging it or something, I don't know. And we still got Vincent for one final big last play. Be a 21-point play at the moment, but it's going to get buffed even more probably. Actually, no, they might use all their coins up as it's their last turn with Ewald. I mean, they haven't got an option. I don't know why they're roping now. Like, surely they'll just play their card and see if they win or not. Especially if it's like, yeah, it is Savola, so they didn't need to wait that long.
No one can stop the salamander.
And then they just hit our units, but they can't. I mean, I guess they could destroy Brathens, but we're not going to be assimilating next turn. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll just end this match with Vincent, which should hopefully take it to, what, a few points to us? Yeah, there we go. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this deck view. If you have, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.